كتاب الله 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 كتاب الله.
الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على رسوله الكريم أما بعد فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم يريدون ليطفئوا نور الله بأفواههم والله متم نوره ولو كره الكافرون هو الذي أرسل رسوله بالهدى ودين الحق ليظهره على الدين كله ولو كره المشركون. We were talking before Salat al-Maghrib about the battle of Badr to take place. Among the 8 expeditions sent by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, one was sent towards Taif. You know, Taif is about 50 kilometers from Makkah. And now if you are coming from Medina, when Makkah is 80 kilometers, you find the sign of Taif. Near Taif was the place Nakhla. An expedition of 7 or 8 persons was sent with a leader appointed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. He handed over a sealed letter to the Amir, asked him to go in certain direction, and after 2 days travel, open up the letter and read and comply accordingly. When that Sahabi, after 2 days of traveling in the direction directed by Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he opened the letter. It was written in that, go to Nakhla, stay there and report. Now Nakhla was very close to Makkah. It was just as you were to put your hand into the mouth of the lion. But since it was the command of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, the Amir had no choice. So he said to his companions, Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam had asked me to go to Nakhla. I have to go. But since it's a very tough assignment, so I don't force you. Since I am your Amir, I can relieve you. So I allow you all. If you want to leave, you can. But if you are determined sufficiently, then join me. All opted to be with him, and these people went to Nakhla. There was a caravan with a very expensive merchandise coming, and there was a confrontation between these and that tribe. It was a very strange situation for Sahaba. You know, there are 4 months which were considered to be sacred and holy, and it was an Arab tradition not to fight in these months. It was Rajab, Zulqa'dah, Sul-Hajj and Muharram. No, it was a holy month of Rajab. And if Sahaba were allowing them to go, they were going to enter the boundaries of Haram. So the Sahaba made their own ijtihad that if we allow them, they will enter the Haram. If we fight them today, we will insult the holy month. But finally, the battle between them took place. One man from Quraysh named Abdullah Hazrami was killed. One was made captive, other ran away. they came with the merchandise to Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. There are different traditions that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was angry with them, and he asked them, I didn't ask you to do this. Why did you do that? Some traditions say Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam neither warned them, neither he was angry with them, nor he appreciated it, but it certainly happened. Quraysh took a very serious note of it. They were looking for an opportunity to prove that Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was not a religious man. So they raised a question mark. Oh, what type of Allah's messenger is he? That he has got no respect for the holy months. Allah Almighty responded, يَسَلُونَكَ عَنِ الشَّهْرِ الْحَرَامِ قِتَالٍ فِيهِ. They asked regarding the holy months, that is fighting in these months. قُلْ قِتَالٌ فِيهِ كَبِيرٌ. Tell them, we agree that fighting in these months is an offense. But what you are doing, وَالصَّدٌّ عَنْ سَبِيلِ اللَّهِ وَكُفْرٌ بِهِ وَالْمَسْجِدِ الْحَرَامِ وَإِخْرَاجُ أَهْلِهِ مِنْهُ أَكْبَرُ عِنْدَ اللَّهِ. But to stop people from Allah's way and to deny Allah, to do Allah's kufr. And I've told you already what kufr of Allah Quraysh did. They believed Allah as creator, but they were not ready to accept Allah as their Lord. Wal Masjid al-Haram, and you have always been insulting the holiness and sacredness of Masjid al-Haram. And you have turned the residents of Masjid al-Haram out of Makkah. You don't find, but you are doing. And one mistake of the companions of the Prophet is very much visible to you. Now, I have talked to you about the consultation of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam with his Sahaba, that which way should we go? Should we intercept the caravan, or we should have a confrontation with the army of 1,000 warriors? On the other hand, Abu Sufyan, changing his route, coming along the seaside, reaches Makkah. And he sends the message, I am safe home. Please come back. Now there is a difference of opinion among the Quraysh, the leaders of the Quraysh. Some hawks, those with a hot temperament, were after the war. And they had a firm opinion that we should not miss this opportunity to finish the matter once for all. That means they intended, in their opinion, to kill Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and finish the whole movement there and then. But some others with cool nature from the Quraysh, there were certainly many, they were after not fighting. They were led by Utbah ibn Rabi'a and others with him were Hakim ibn Hizam. I just mentioned Khadija's nephew, radiallahu anhu. Later on he embraced Islam, so we call radiallahu anhu with his name. But Abu Jahl was very clever. He managed to have an agreement on board. Out. First of all, he said to Utbah, yes, I can understand why you are suggesting no war. Because your son is on the other side. He said, okay, if you think this, that I am suggesting no war for my son, okay, I will be the first man to go and fight. So was successful. Moreover, to have the consensus of all the people, he called brother of Abdullah Hazram, the man killed at Nakhla. He came, he stripped out of clothes and shouted, "Take revenge of my brother." And this in Arab tradition was sufficient to make all agree that yes, it's very important to fight against Muhammad. So, there was an agreement on this side to fight, and there was an agreement on that side to fight. Now, as declared, Utbah was the first man to come out. He came out to fight, first of all, with his brother and his son. So, three men, Utbah, Shayba and Walid, were in the front. Now, to fight with them, three men from Ansar came forward. Utbah shouted at Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, "Oh Muhammad, don't insult us by making us fight these foreigners. Bring men of our match." Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam asked the Ansar to get back, to step back. And now, Huzaifa bin Utbah, son of Utbah, he was in front of Utbah. To prove that I am fighting in Allah's cause, Rasulullah sallam asked him to come back. Finally, Ali, Hamza, radiyallahu ta'ala anhuma, and what was the third name? Abu Ubaidah, they came forward. Is it true? Is it like this? Yes. They came forward, and all the three, Ali and Hamza radiallahu anhuma, killed their opponents, but the attack of opponent of Abu Ubaidah was successful on Abu Ubaidah, but the other person came forward and killed his enemy too. When the general war started, Bilal radiallahu ta'ala anhu sought Utbah, one who had been very cruel to him, and killed him with his own hand. 70 big guns of Makkah were smashed in this battle. Abu Jahl was slain. Utbah was slain. Shayba was slain. Umayyah bin Khalq was slain. Nadr bin Harith was slain. And 70 of them were made captives. The total number of Sahaba participating in this war was 313 or 314. Only 13 of them were martyred in the battlefield and one on his way back. Now, it was the first time Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam had captives, prisoners of war. He consulted his Sahaba, how should we treat them? And we know, I've already discussed, Abu Bakr had an opinion, which was a soft opinion. Umar had an opinion, which was a very hard opinion. But since Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was also a very kind-hearted man, he opted for opinion of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. But Allah Almighty later certified the opinion of Umar radiallahu ta'ala. While going back, the Quraysh said, next year we will take a revenge. Wife of Abu Sufyan was daughter of Utbah. Her name was Hind. His father, his uncle, his brother, they were slain. And his father Utbah was killed by Hamza radiallahu ta'ala anhu. Now the Quraysh, they were full of revenge from Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. So they were preparing openly against Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Hind was participating in preparations, and he was fully after the revenge from Hamza radiallahu anhu. So, after 1 year, Badr was in Ramadan, 2nd Hijri, and 2nd year after the Hijrah. And in Shawwal, during the 3rd year after Hijrah, 3,000 warriors came to attack Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Again, he had the information. And again we had a consultation, how should we confront. This time, as I mentioned earlier, coincidentally, opinion of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam and opinion of Abdullah bin Ubay, the chief of hypocrites, was the same. And that was, we should fight from within Medina. But most of the Sahaba, especially those who couldn't participate in the battle of Badr, but they received tidings for those who were martyred and those who participated in Badr. Allah Almighty declared that all their sins are forgiven. That was the highest success. So they opted, no, we are not going to sit at home like women. We go out like men and fight with the Quraysh. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam opted accordingly. But on his way to Uhud, Uhud is a mountain outside Medina, Abdullah bin Ubay quitted with 300 of his companions. Since we are not heard, our opinion has not been entertained, not been considered, so we are not ready to commit a suicide death. We are going home. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam was first to arrive at the field. So he opted a place for himself and his army, keeping the mountain of Uhud on the back and facing towards Medina. Then there was a small hill with a passage between the mountain and the hill. Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam looked around and he felt that this hill is a dangerous point. So he selected 50 archers with one commander and asked them to stay at the top of the hill and watch no one attacks through this route, and gave them an instruction that no matter what happens, even if you see we are all killed and birds are picking from our bodies, dead bodies, don't move from them. Battle started, and in moments Quraysh lost the field and they started running away from the battlefield, and the Muslims started collecting the leftover force, the booty. Now there was a difference of opinion at the top of the hill. the Sahaba appointed there started asking from their commander that, should we leave now? He said, no. The Prophet asked us not to leave. They gave the argument. The Prophet ﷺ said, if we lose,